Okay, now that you've learned how to set up your autoresponder, how to create a opt-in form, we're going to talk about creating just a simple landing page or a splash page or just a lead capture page. So what you're going to do is going to go to googlepages.com, or it's at pages.google.com, whichever you want to use. It's the same site. They're going to ask you to log in, so log in with your Gmail, and you're going to see this screen right here, and you're just going to do create new page, and we'll just call this test, and create and edit. So now it's going to take you to this page, and basically this is just like MySpace, any other social networking site, where you just kind of get to customize everything you want. So if you go over here, let me see if you can see this. You can actually click change look, and you can pick just any kind of style you want. It doesn't matter, just whatever your preference is. We'll just try this one for right now. Okay, and then you can actually change the layout. If you click change layout, you can have it like, you get 4 options: 1, 2, 3, and 4. So whatever option you want to use, whatever option you want to choose, that's how that works. Okay. And actually, this whole system that you've been going through, I created all this stuff using Google Pages. So I mean, it's pretty simple. It doesn't take a lot of time, and you don't have to know a whole lot about HTML or coding or anything like that. It's really just you fill in the blank, put whatever you want, and it does the work for you pretty much. So let's say that you want to capture someone's information. Okay, you have your story here. You're telling them what's going on with you, and you're having a call to action, and now you want to capture their information. So you just go back to get response, that code that you created. You select all, copy, then go back to Google Pages, your page, and what you're going to do, you're going to go down here to the bottom where it says edit HTML. Okay, so now you're in here, and you're going to scroll down to the bottom wherever you want your code and do Control V. That's going to paste your code. And I'm OCD, so I like everything to look nice and copacetic. So I like to center everything. So I'm going to center this opt-in form. Okay, and then you just hit update. Okay, so there it is. Okay, so now someone goes to my website, they're going to see my story, they're going to read a little bit about me, there's going to be a call to action, and now they know that in order to get my whatever it is, my product, my service, my training, they're going to have to enter their name and their email address, and when they do that, I would have captured their information. Okay, now let's say that not only do you want your story, but you want to put a video in here. Okay, so what do? You go to YouTube. Okay, and you just go to find the embed code, Control C. That's going to copy it, and you're going to go back to Google Pages. And if you want your video right there, you're just going to go back and click Edit HTML. You're going to put your video right up here at the top. Control V, and again, I like to center everything. That's just how I do it. I mean, you don't have to do that. That's just how I do it. Okay. Now you just hit update, and now your video is not showing up now, but it says please publish or preview this page to view the custom HTML. So don't worry about that. Okay, it's there, and if you preview it, it'll show up. Okay, there it is. Right, so someone goes to your website, they have your welcome video, they read your story, there's your call to action, what's in it for them, call to action, name and email address, they hit submit, you just captured their information. Okay, so in the last 10 minutes, I've shared with you my biggest mistake, how I missed out on thousands and thousands and thousands of people that it came to my website. I mean, I'm talking about tens of thousands of people that came to my various websites over the last year. I didn't capture any of their information, which means I'll never be able to talk to them again unless they come back. and I'll capture it this time. But I wanted to create this so you could see exactly how simple it is to capture their information and not be intimidated and not be scared and confused. I mean, because I'll be honest, when I started, I had no clue what I was doing, and I mean, sometimes it's really overwhelming not knowing how to do this stuff. And I know that I flew through this, but I just want to give you a basic idea of how simple it was to create this thing. Alright, so once you have everything where you want it, everything looks good, you got your video, your story, call to action, what's in it for them, and your email or opt-in form, everything's ready to go. You just go over here, you click publish, and then it's going to publish it, and you can click here and you can view it live. Okay, so here it is. Here is the landing page we just created in about a minute and a half. It has my video, my story, what's in it for them, call to action, and capturing their information. Now here's the beautiful thing about this. Okay, we just bought the domain of whoisjoesmith.com. Okay, I taught you how to forward the domain. So when someone goes to whoisjoesmith.com, you can have it forwarded to this domain or to this address. Okay. So we're going to go whoisjoesmith.com. It's going to take us to this page. We're like, oh, okay, I like Joe. I want to know more about Joe. Let me enter my information. Okay, now you decide where Joe goes after this page, and you do that back at Get Response. Okay, remember right here, they ask you for the confirmation URL and the error page URL. You can put your MySpace page there. Okay. So after they go through the whole process, they go to whoisjoesmith.com, you capture their information, and then it sends them to your MySpace page. It's that simple. So the two tools that I used Get Response, and I used Google Pages. Now if you want to use, there's a lot of different other websites out there that you can use to create a landing page. There's Google Pages, there's Weebly.com, there's also I think it's called Instant Squeeze Page Generator. The one I use the most is Google Pages. I find it really simple. I have a lot of options. I'm able to customize some things, and I like it. So that's what I use. So with that being said, this is the end of session number 5, and I look forward to seeing you in session number 6.